everyone and welcome back to Miss Key's classroom. My name is Rachel and in today's video I am joining you once again from my classroom. It is week 11 of term 1 here in South Australia, which means it is nearly time for school holidays, and so I thought I would show you around my classroom today so that you can see all the amazing things we've been working on this term, and then I guess also do a little bit of an overhaul of my classroom to get ready for term 2. I'm not sure how much I'm going to be able to get done today in terms of taking things off the wall and that kind of stuff, because that does take me a while, but I will try and show you as much as I can, so yeah, that you can get a really good idea of what I've been doing this term with my students in my classroom. So I'll start off by showing you what my room is looking like at the moment. So in this classroom I actually teach all of my lessons this year, and so we've got things from various subjects. So on this wall we have got our house points tree and our acknowledgement of country that my year 8s came up with. So this house points tree, I actually love it so much. And so essentially what happens is each time the students get a house point, they add a leaf to the tree, and we've seen it grow. This is all just from term 1. So today I am going to take all of those leaves off so that we have some room for next term's leaves. And then next we've got our killer crime wall. If you've seen some of my videos before, or if you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen plenty of this because the students were very proud of it. Over here we've got our little profiles for our detectives, and then over here we have got our detective board that we created when we watched Knives Out. Unfortunately all of this is going to go today. Our detective board has started to, I guess, curl up in some places. Some of the name tags are a little bit out of whack now as well, so it is time for this one to come down, even though I did love it quite a lot. So yeah, I am going to take everything off this wall so that it is nice and blank for us to start fresh next term. And then up the back here we've got our medieval Europe wall with our feudal system little pyramid here. The students actually created this whole display themselves. All I did was make the little triangles, so these ones, and the labels. I made those, and then the students did everything else. So they worked in groups to come up with key facts. They stuck them on these pieces of paper that matched their triangle, and yeah, then we put it all up on the board. I think it turned out really well, considering that the students really created this one on their own. So I really like the feudal systems display. I'm going to keep up the pyramid, and I'm going to keep up these coats of arms that they made as well. The reason I'm going to keep them up is because next term we are doing Black Death, which does link in with medieval Europe, and I want them to be able to link it to the feudal system. So for the first week or so of next term I'm going to keep up the feudal system display, and then I'll eventually take it down and replace it with something for Black Death instead. Then over here we've got our history and our English boards. I'm going to keep up these history posters. Each of them is a definition poster for a particular historical skill, which we refer to throughout the term. So I'm going to keep those ones up. But on the English wall we have got our film techniques display as well as our Brave display. We've finished this unit, so I am going to take those things down. The Brave display I think turned out really well. The students created this one too, so I made the little labels and printed off the pictures and the names and stuff, and then the students worked together. So for a character, hopefully you can see this, they had to write down all their character traits. Some of them just wrote dot points, others wrote sentences. And then for groups who weren't doing the theme, so we had identity, family and tradition, they had to write down and explain how each theme was shown in the film, and they just did such an amazing job. So I was really happy with this display. I'm sad to see it go, but yeah, like I said, we have finished our unit on Brave, so it's time for something fresh to go up here. And then of course our home group board is going to stay the same. We still obviously have our birthday wall up, which is awesome. We've got our calendar here with our little events. Our GARA values class reward, as you can see, 2 of the letters, so we've got the R and the A at the end, have been coloured in. So the way this sort of system works is all of the letters represent one of our school values. So for example, K stands for kindness, and when the whole class shows a particular value, the letter gets coloured in. So we have R for respect and we have A for accountability that have been covered in because the whole class showed them. at some point throughout the term, which is awesome. So hopefully next term we can get them all coloured in and then they'll get a whole class reward. So I'm just going to start by taking everything off my Killer Crime wall. I am particularly sad to see this Knives Out detective board go because we did have such a fun time creating it. But yeah, now I've got a big blank wall that I can either use for the Killer Crime subject next term or maybe to put something else up in this space as well. And then next up, I'm going to take everything off my English board. I'm going to take down the film techniques display and the Brave display because we have finished those units. I'm going to leave this wall blank for now, but at the start of next term, I will put up my poetic techniques display because that is the next unit we'll be doing. So the last thing I need to do is take all of these leaves off of our house points tree. The Year 8's got so many house points this term, which means there's a lot of staples for me to take off of the wall now, but they all need to come off so that we have a fresh tree ready for term 2 so that we can put up all the house points that they get next term as well. I am going to keep all the leaves I take off and maybe do something creative with those at our display. But yeah, these leaves, they're all coming down so that we can have a fresh tree ready for term 2. Alright, so I think I am well and truly done for today. I ended up getting a lot more done than I thought I would, which is awesome. I wasn't going to do the house points tree, but I ended up having time, so I thought I may as well. Now we've got a few blank boards left to put some more creative things on next term, which I'm really excited about. But for now, I think that's where I'm going to leave this video. Stay tuned for more classroom updates next term. But for now, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you all very soon in my next video. Bye!